A lot of people continue to chase these bounces, whether they be bounces in oil, bounces in South Korea, bounces in Twitter stock, again, bounces in political candidates. Don't forget that the media chases those like a white rabbit down the hole. I mean, the reality is that that's what you have. You have very little leadership in this country, really, from a political or economic perspective, that has told you what is going to happen for the last 18 months and in what order. And again, the last thing to go down is the equity market. So again, you can look at this more broadly too. You can look at the DAX this morning, which we've highlighted numerous times. Look at the German stock market, now down 29% since it peaked last year from the all-time bubble high. That's a huge drop. Again, if you look at what the S&P 500 has done so far, it's nowhere near that. That's why the S&P 500 has so much downside. If you look at something like Italy, it's down 4.5% this morning alone. Can you imagine if the U.S. stock market closes down 4.5%? I can. The circuit breakers hit at 7%. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just reiterating what we've been telling you. And this is, again, getting closer to the end of the movie than the beginning. And any of you who've watched good movies know that there's a climax. So again, watch out for what's going on live on your screen. You can look at Spain this morning. You can look at Russia. You can look at a reflation trade, which is Russia or Norway. You know, those markets are getting hammered in as much as the non-reflation markets. So again, global equity markets are crashing. Again, I cannot overstate that simple reality that is not being highlighted as the biggest thing going on in this country this morning. People are losing a lot of money, okay? A lot of money. Do you think that people care about some whack job at ISIS right now, or they care about their 401k? You can tell me it's a big deal. I think it's the biggest, most ignored, neglected, and not understood story in America today, and we're certainly not going to shy away from telling you that. Final point, 10-year bond yield. So how do you make money on this on the long side? Again, I'm a professional short seller. I have a 40-person team on my research team. We could tell you plenty of ways to make money on the short side. If you can't do that, if you call me an evildoer because I short stocks or short companies that lie to me, you can call me whatever you want. But the other side of that, if you want to be long, is to be long the long bond. Look at what's happening this morning in the 10-year bond yield. An evisceration of expectations. 1.62% was when I woke up this morning. Again, I got up a little late. I had a dinner last night, 5:30 this morning. That's where it was. Now it's at 158. Do I have one spot 5.7? We are hitting the new all-time low in the 10-year bond yield. This is, again, what we've been telling you again and again and again. The best way to express the fundamental view that Washington is lying to you, and again, Barack Obama called me a peddler of economic fiction. Again, he will go down in my history book and many others as having lied to the entire country at the State of the Union about the economic reality of it all. Again, bond yields much smarter than the big O. I can tell you that. Maybe, again, bond yields are a lot smarter than me, by the way, too. Again, bond yields collapsing is a direct response to growth expectations collapsing. I hope you understand that now. We've been talking this through for 18 months. We've been very consistent. And again, those are your top three things.